Hello students, welcome to the math class. Today we are going to start the chapter of class 8, direct and inverse variation. So first thing, what is the variation? So variation means a change in one quantity due to a change in another quantity. Okay, and variations, there are two types of variations, direct variation and inverse variation. So let's understand what is the direct variation. Okay, suppose we are having two quantities x and y. Okay, if one quantity is increasing, if one quantity, suppose x is increasing and y is also increasing, it means this is the direct variation. Okay, if one quantity is increased and the other quantity also be increased, is called direct variation. Okay, and what is the inverse variation? Suppose if one quantity is increasing and the other quantity is decreasing, that is called inverse variation. Okay, so let's understand with example. In direct variation we can say that, suppose the cost of one pen is rupees 10. So what will be the cost of two pen? 20, 3 pen, 30. It means if the number of pens, one quantity is increased, number of pen in increase, so the cost is also be increased. The cost is also increasing. So this is called direct variation. Okay, and inverse variation. Suppose uh, four men can do a work in 10 days. Okay, if we increase the number of men, 10 men, so 10 men in how many days will complete that work? If we are increasing the number of men, the number of days will be decreased. Okay, so one quantity is increased and other quantity is decreased, then this is called inverse variation. Okay, there are so many methods to solve the direct variation and inverse variation questions. The first one is unitary method. You have already done this type of questions in class 7. And other, which one is very easiest way, that is the arrow method. Okay, so how to solve the question by arrow method? Let's see. Suppose the same question of direct variation. Okay, suppose the cost of two apples. Okay, the question is the cost of two apples. So what is given? One quantity is apple and the second quantity is cost in rupees. The cost of two apple is rupees 20. Okay, so what will be the cost of 5 apples? So let the cost of 5 apples be x. Okay, so how to use the arrow method? So let's see. The first we check the variation is direct or inverse. The cost of 2 apple is rupees 20. So the cost of 5 apple, here the quantity of apple is increased, then cost will also be increased. The 2 apple cost is 20, so the 5 apple cost will be increased. Okay, so both quantity increase, the number of apple increase and the cost is also increased. So here we are using direct variation. And how to solve this question? First, by default we make the arrow on x direction. Okay, on x direction. And if it is the direct variation, then the arrow of apple will be the same direction. Okay, and you can check like this. The cost of 2 apples is 20. The cost of 5 apples will be increased and the arrow is here. What is the increased number? Which is the greater number? 5. Then arrow will be this side. And after that, always in every question by default first arrow will be go to the x direction. Okay, and after that how to write the in ratio form? Where is the arrow direction? We write down like x upon 20 is equal to arrow on 5 sides, so 5 upon 2. Now do the cross multiplication. 2 into x is equal to 20 into 5. So x will be 20 into 5 upon 2. 10 into 5, 50. X is equal to 50. So the cost of 5 apple will be 50 rupees. Okay. So how to solve this question? First we write down the both quantities, apple and cost in rupees. The given 2 apple cost is rupees 20. Find the cost of 5 apple. And after that first we draw the arrow by default the direction of x. Okay, and after that we will check this is the direct variation or inverse variation. In direct variation arrow will be the same side, and in inverse variation arrow will be opposite direction. Okay, so the cost, the number of apple increase, the cost also will increase. Then the direction of arrow will be x side. Here the direction of arrow will be on number 5. Then x upon 20 is equal to 5 upon 2. Then do the cross multiplication. You will get the value of x, rupees 50. Okay, so let's do some question from exercise. So the question number 4 is, a truck runs 476 km on 56 liter of diesel. Okay, so the first part is how many kilometer will it run on 198 liter of diesel, and second part is how much diesel will it need to cover 408 kilometer. So first we write down the quantities. What is given? Distance in kilometers. So write down the distance kilometer, and the second quantity is given diesel in liter. Now given 476 kilometer, 56 liter. Okay, find how many kilometer will it run. So we let the distance be x kilometer, run on 198 liter of diesel. Okay, the diesel is given 198. So first we draw the arrow by default on x direction. Okay, draw the arrow in direction of x, and then we will check this is the direct variation or inverse variation. So let's see the diesel, 56 liter diesel cover, in 56 liter diesel cover the distance 476 kilometer. If we increase the diesel, then it will cover more distance. Okay, it means if distance is increased, diesel will also increase. Okay, so the direction will be same. This is the direct variation. If diesel increase, then distance increase. If distance increase, then diesel will increase. Okay, after that first we write down like this, arrow x upon 476 is equal to 198 upon 56. After that we will do the cross multiplication. So 56 into x is equal to 198 into 476. So x will be 198 into 476 upon 56. When we solve it, do the calculation, answer will be 1683 kilometer. Distance is 1683 kilometer. This is the answer. Okay beta, first we write down the both quantities, distance and diesel. What is given in 476 kilometer distance, it will cover on 56 liter of diesel, and then we let how many distance it cover on 198 liter of diesel. 198 liter of diesel. First by default we make the arrow in the direction of x, and after that we will check this is the direct variation or inverse variation. So when we check in 476 kilometer distance covered in 56 liter. Okay, in 56 of liter it covers 476 kilometer distance. If diesel is increased, then distance will also be increased. Okay, both quantity is increased, so this is the direct variation, and after that we will solve it, and the answer is 1683 kilometer. The second part is it is given how much, and the second part is how much diesel will it need to cover 408 kilometer distance. On 56 of liter covers the distance, truck covers the distance 476 kilometer. Okay, how much diesel? Let the diesel will be x liter. Okay, and the distance is 408 kilometer. By default, first arrow will be in the direction of x. Okay, by default, each question. After that we will check it is direct variation and inverse variation. When distance is increased, then if 476 kilometer distance, then diesel 56 liter. If distance will be decreased, then the diesel will also be decreased. So this is the direct variation. So decrease, so which is the lowest number? 408. So the direction of arrow will be on 408. Okay, and in direct variation or arrow always be on the same direction. Okay, after that we will solve it. Arrow x direction, so it will be x upon 56 is equal to arrow in the direction of 408 upon 476. Now do the cross multiplication. 476x is equal to 56 into 408. So x is equal to 56 into 408, 56 into 408 upon 476. When we solve it, it will come x is equal to 48 liter. So how much diesel will it needed? 48 liter. This is question number 4. Now let's do the next question. The next question is, question number 5 is, if 8 men can do a job in 5 days, how much time would 10 men take to do the same job? So let the number of the time will the time will be x. Okay, the time be x. So first we write down the both quantities, number of men and days. Number of men and days. 8 men can do the job in 5 days. How much time would 10 men? Let the number of days be x. Let the number of days be x. Okay, so by default first we draw the arrow in the direction of x. Okay, now first we check this is the direct variation or inverse variation. Now let's see, if 8 men can finish the work in 5 days and we will increase the number of men, then the number of days will be decreased. Number of days will be decreased. So this is the inverse variation, and in inverse variation arrow always will be in the opposite direction and x is decrease. So decrease number is 8. Okay, so this is the inverse variation. If we increase the number of men, then the number of days will be decreased. Okay, now let's do x. So x upon 5 is equal to arrow in the direction of 8. So 8 upon 10. Now do the cross multiplication. 10 into x is equal to 8 into 5. So x is equal to 8 into 5 upon 10. 8, 5, 40 upon 10 is 4. X is equal to 4 days. Okay, so 10 men can do the same job in 4 days. Okay beta, so this is the inverse variation. Okay, next one more question we will do it today. That is the last question for today. Okay, that will be the compound variation. The question number 11 is 25 men working 8 hours a day do a job in 63 days. How long would 45 men take to finish the job working 7 hours a day? So here 3 quantities given. Okay, if more than 2 quantities is given, so this is called compound variation. Okay beta, so first we write down the quantities. What is given? Number of men, then hours and number of days. Okay, and the question asking about days, so let the number of days be x. Okay, now what is given? 25 men, 8 hours and 63 days. Now how many men? 45 men working 7 hours, then how many days will take? So let the days be x. So for x, by default we draw the arrow, the direction of x. Okay, now how to check the other 2 variables? So first we check for men. On that time we will hide this hours. Okay, now we will check this two quantities. Okay, 25 men can complete a job 63 days. If we increase the number of men, then work will done early. Okay, so less day will needed. So here it will be the inverse. It will be the inverse variation, because 25 men complete a work in 63 days. If we increase the number of men, then the number of days will be decreased. So here the arrow decreasing side on the direction of 25. Now when we talk about hours, then we will hide this number of men. Okay, 8 hours, when we do the job 8 hours, then it will be complete in 63 days. If we take 7 hours, okay, hours is decreased, then number of days will be increased. If hours is decreased, the number of days will be increased. So increasing side will be the arrow on direction of 8. Okay, now this is called compound variation. Now how to write? First we write down the unknown variables. X upon 63 is equal to 25, arrow in the direction of 25. So 25 upon 45 into compound variation 8 upon 7. Okay, so x is equal to, we will do the write down like this only. X upon 63 is equal to 25 into 8 upon 45 into 7. Okay, now do the cross multiplication. Then we will send 63 on right hand side, so it will be common multiplication. Here it is in division, then come on right hand side, so it will be in multiplication. So x will be 25 into 8 into 63 upon 45 into 7. Now solve it. 7 9s are 63, 9 5s are 45 and 5 5s are 25. X is equal to 40 days. Okay, so 45 men, if they work 7 hours, then it will be complete the work in 40 days. Okay, this type of variation is called compound variation. Okay, hope all of you understood this chapter. Okay, So this is all about direct and inverse variation. Okay, we will meet soon with the new chapter. Till then, thank you.